All right. So
Oop,
since
I
we
hear that.
talked about our
I hear that
2024,
flip being switched. Yeah,
yes,
yeah.
yes, yes,
Happy New
yes.
Year.
Happy New
Happy
Year.
New
Yes.
Year.
Happy
Yeah,
New
yeah,
Year
yeah.
to everybody.
We face our problems every day. It seems they'll never fade away. The world may bring us down. Tonight we're gonna turn it around. So let's put it all on the table. Talk about it if you're willing and able. Life's having insecurities and a laugh or two. Come and take a seat. So bring your concerns to us. Together we can discuss what's on your mind. No matter what you go through, just know we'll be here for you every time. Let's talk about it. Blind table talk. Let's talk about it. Blind table talk. We gotta be about it. Go ahead and walk the walk. So let's talk about it. Blind table talk. Let's talk about it.
Hey, y'all. Welcome back to Blind Table Talk Podcast. I am your host, Saida Victoria, a.k.a. Sassy Sai.
What's going down with it, y'all? Welcome back. I am your host, Joe Fleeks. Y'all already know, security of the community. Welcome back to the episode.
Yes, we are so glad that you all are joining us this week once again. And
Already.
yes, we have an exciting show for y'all. We're really going to jump into it. We're going to keep this brief and share a few of our basic, what do you call them, Joseph? PS
Meat,
meat and potatoes.
PSAs, we
Yeah.
got a little meat and potatoes to put down for y'all.
Yes.
You know what I'm talking about? Hey,
Right. So be sure to visit our website at www.blindtabletalk.com.
yes,
There you
indeed.
can get some BVI resources as well as upcoming events, and also join the email list for prizes and to stay up to date with BTT.
And y'all know that's info@blindtabletalk.com. So please send that in. Make sure so y'all come out and get a lot of those prizes and all that good jazz. And don't forget, you know what I'm saying? Stop by our YouTube page. That's Blind Table Talk. Please like, subscribe, and share. Trying to get all that going, y'all. And you never know, you can win daily prizes by subscribing and sharing through the YouTube. So big
Yes.
ups for real, for real.
Yes, yes. And of course, we should have started off with this. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year for real.
Yes,
Once
listeners.
again, man,
We have made it to
another year, y'all.
2025, y'all.
Real
It
talk, that
is,
quarter.
these years are going by so fast. I want to,
Yeah,
just acknowledge and just, gosh, the growth that BTT has
the
came and
moments. Yes, indeed.
yes,
Just
over
cherish
the
the
years. So
moments, what we
our
have coming up.
listeners,
Yeah,
thank y'all for sticking, with us through these years. And, we're looking
already.
forward to what 2025 is going to bring. So many new things. And
So many.
we
Big
will
salute.
be discussing them in this episode. Stay tuned for that. And then also stay tuned for some brief announcements at the end of the episode as well.
And a little bit of a different format of our episode. Again,
Yeah.
I'm gonna wake my eye at y'all. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking forward
Yes.
for y'all to sit down and listen to this episode. We changing it up a little bit for y'all. So yes, indeed.
Absolutely.
Blind table talk, yeah.
All right, y'all. It is time for our newest addition to our Blind Table Talk podcast, our segment of our BVI Roundtable. And
Yes, indeed.
yes, yes. And this episode is our very first one. And since it is not only the first BVI Roundtable, but it's also the first one of the year,
Mhm.
we thought that we will go ahead and introduce you to our BTT team.
Got to. We gotta let them know about our beautiful squad that's been, doing everything behind the scenes and
Behind the
having
scenes.
us
Yeah.
looking as wonderful as we are. And as this been a new year, we're doing new things, bigger and better, baby. So
All right. So the first member of our BTT team that I would like to introduce you to is our podcast coordinator, and that is Miss Talia.
hey, what's up, Talia? Talk to our people.
Hi.
All right. So my name is Talia. I'm the newest addition to BTT. I am the podcast coordinator, so I handle all of the behind the scenes logistical things. I think I'm the baby on the team. I'm 25.
No, she
Oh
is the
yeah, no, you the baby.
baby.
You the baby. It's all good
But that's bringing youth to us. You're
for
bringing youth
sure.
to a
Right.
podcast. Yes.
I
Good
do
quarter.
quite a bit in the blind community, so
Whoop,
I have a
whoop.
lot of commentary to give.
Go ahead. Come on. We're not in no rush. Let's
Not
go ahead
all.
and
Not
give it.
all.
You know, I've been legally blind now for 17 years, and the amount of things I've quote unquote seen in this community is crazy. Going all the way down to the people, to how they are. I know we're, recapping later, but I think the majority of us were at the NFB convention, and the entitlement I saw there was ridiculous. But
Yeah.
nonetheless,
We hinted at that in one of our episodes
Right.
too.
We did. Right.
I'm glad to see that's what we're doing this for. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Mold to the table, baby. Yeah,
Yeah.
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 so,
So
but yeah, so and then just me personally, I like to read. I'm a massage therapist, and
whoa,
I like to
whoa.
sleep. I love sleep. So
Girl, that's
yeah,
you the first. I love
Well,
to sleep.
no,
I
but
love to
I'm
sleep.
just pulling at
but
her.
you do more than that. What about your you do assistive technology?
Oh yeah, I'm an assistive technology trainer.
Yes.
I do
yeah.
the evaluations, to make sure all of
Yes.
our lovely blind people can get jobs, go to school, get the technology they need.
Oh, yeah, I hear that, y'all.
Yes.
I hear that.
And shameless plug again for BPN, Blind Professionals Network, because Talia is also our
Yes.
trainer that
Yes,
does
indeed.
our 6-week JAWS courses. So,
Mm-hmm.
and she's got another one starting up in February. So stay tuned for that. And we just appreciate you and thank you
Hands down. Yes, indeed.
and welcome to the team, Talia. We're so glad to
Welcome to
have
the
you.
table.
Thank
So,
you, and I'm
and
happy to be here.
Get ready for some work, girl.
Oh, I'm
We got
excited.
2025.
We going
We
up.
about to do this. So
Yes, indeed.
I love seeing things happen and make not necessarily changes, but I'm all about like putting things in place. So I love it.
Well, good. Thank you.
Definitely love to have the addition to the squad. You know what I'm saying? Beautiful, beautiful. And so now we're going to talk about our other addition. Well, she's been here for a good little minute
she's
now.
old now.
I like to call her boss lady, but she is our podcast administrator, Miss Christina.
Hi,
Talk to us later.
Hey,
What's up,
everybody. Hey, I'm so glad to be here at the table tonight. Thank you all for having me. I'm just so excited to be a part of the team. As you all know, I have been around for about 6 months now. That time has flown, y'all.
Man, I'm telling you, huh?
Yeah, it
Like
has.
6 months, really. But I've
That's what happens when
enjoyed.
you're having fun. Exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
I've definitely enjoyed every bit of it. Some of you have received emails from me or correspondence, some phone calls. I'm in the background. I'm making contacts and getting everybody together. So that we can make this podcast come together and be the great thing that it is already. So I just enjoy being a part of the team. Thanks, you all.
Whoa! Look at our squad, man.
Yes. She purposely went short.
I did.
She purposely went short because she always saying, but I
She
will
saw
tell
security
you,
lurking.
yeah, no, but yeah, but I welcome Christina. I will tell you that it has been a pleasure having you. And when Joseph says boss lady, she is boss. Like she even has me scared. Joseph will say something like, "Well, tell Christina." I'm like, "I'm not telling her that. You tell her that." Like she really is. I'm not telling. Like she really is. Like she's. But you know what? You're what we need. You're what we need. Yeah. And sometimes you even have to tell me to like calm down and regroup and do stuff. So I appreciate you and thank you for your contributions to the team.
For
So
sure.
Y'all
Definitely
ground me
appreciate
as
you
well,
holding the
though.
torch.
Y'all ground me as well. We all help hold each other accountable for the things that we should be doing to make this stuff great. So, yeah, I
yes.
think we all work very well together.
Yes. Okay. So, yes. So that is our BTT team as it stands right now.
Yes.
It's us, but
This
you
the
know,
squad, y'all. Yeah,
it
like
is, and because of them, because of the BTT team, because all of us, because BTT is not one person cannot do all that we have planned and have done. Right? It
real
takes
talk.
so much more. So,
Take a village. And
um,
that's what we got.
but some of the okay, so I don't know how we want to do this and where we want to go first because there's so many things I want to talk about and share. But the first thing is the BVI roundtable that we're doing now. This is just a little sneak peek of how it's going to be, and it'll be, more than Joseph and I at the table. It'll be other people in the BVI community. Um, and
It's
when I
about
say
that awareness,
in
more
yes,
voices,
exactly,
more
and just to share
ideas.
different
Yeah.
opinions because you guys have heard from Joe and I for the past year. Well, no, wait, 3
Couple of
years,
years,
right?
3 years
Three
now.
years.
So it's now time
Um,
to be inclusive, man. We want the
yes,
community, baby. Like it's time
yeah,
for y'all to come out, show
yes.
out, and sit down with us. Let's drop it on the table.
And it's so easy to do. All you have to do is fill out a form and you will be on the show. We're not even really, it's, I don't, was the word vetting. It's
At
open to
all.
anybody. It's open to well, except you have to be blind or visually impaired.
Yeah. And that's
So,
why it's been shared in a lot of the groups. And the
yeah.
form is already out there, and I appreciate those who've already been reaching out.
Yes, we
So
already have
beautiful. So
some.
beautiful. Like, so
Yes.
keep it coming, y'all. Don't be scared.
Yes, yes, yes. And Tina, I think she's already sent out and we've got some responses and everything. So I'm
This
happy.
is for us.
It is by us, for us,
Mm-hmm.
for us, by us. So,
It's the
all
new
right.
FUBU.
I like
Yeah,
Bufu.
exactly. But
I
that's
like
why I said
Bufu.
I don't want to
We
copy
don't want to
FUBU.
copy.
So
Yeah,
we're
we
Yeah,
gonna
but
do
can't,
it's
but
new
I
us.
like Bufu though.
Boo foo.
Yes.
All
Nah, yes
right.
for us, baby. Yes,
Yes,
indeed. Let me
boo
start.
foo.
I don't
All
know. That's
right.
patent too. Lee.
I like that though. Okay, that we're gonna use that. Okay. So anyways, where are we going, Christina? So again, we're looking to Christina took us. So we
I
have
was like,
yeah.
The next thing we want our audience to get to know us a little bit better,
Oh,
and so we're
oh,
gonna play a little game with you
we
all.
about to get light. Time to have a little fun.
oh
Let's
Yay!
go.
Hey,
Let's
we're
go.
yes.
not all about business. We like to enjoy ourselves and have fun
Yes.
too.
Hmm.
All
So,
right.
What you
Okay.
got for us?
Yes. We are going to play, and this is always a hit a lot of places. So, um, two truths and a lie.
Oh,
So, what each of us are going to do is make three statements or, tell three things about us. And we have to guess which one is the lie and what two are the well, just which one are the lie, because the other two will be the truth. You just have to make sure one of the things that you tell is a lie. Okay. Um, so who would like to go first? Yeah, I knew you guys were gonna do that.
right to you.
Yeah, I knew you
Eyes
guys were gonna do that.
on you,
I think we should put it on
beautiful.
the young one in the group. Like,
Ah,
Oh,
no,
and
pick
she
we're
on
gonna
the
related too.
babies.
include
Let's
her.
go. Let's
I
go.
want
Yeah.
to hear one of y'all
We
so I know
want to
what
welcome her
lane
to the
to.
Okay,
table.
here. Okay, well, you know what? I'm gonna give an example of one. And I'll go first, and I'm gonna give an example. And the reason why it's an example is because I've said it before, and so I know for sure two people here know the truth. So since you want the example, Talia, I will give it to you
Okay.
to guess which of the statements I'm about to say is a lie. Okay.
Okay.
So
Mhm.
the first one is I was a high school cheerleader. The second one is um, I was a stripper, and the third one is I was a preacher's wife. Which one is a lie?
They in love with a stripper. She
Do,
rockin',
do,
she
do,
rollin'.
do, do. Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like
I
it's
know.
hot.
I feel like the third one might be the lie.
Which
The
one?
preacher's
The
wife.
preacher's wife.
Is that your final answer?
Is that your final answer?
Going
That is
once.
my final answer.
Okay,
All
what
right.
the hell is wrong with why
Man, you don't
can't
see
I
her
be a
being
preacher's
see
wife?
nobody saw her being the preacher's wife.
Nobody
You know how
could
many
see that
times she
one
used
coming.
that? Man.
So
I
okay.
feel like you're too feisty to just
Right. Probably
be
that's
someone
probably
to be a
why I didn't
preacher's,
last, right?
elbow
It
woman.
was. That's why that was an ex-husband, right? Because
That's funny.
It's
so
too much for the preacher man.
I guess so. So yeah. So obviously I was a high school, I was a cheerleader.
Okay.
I mean, that fits my personality, right?
It definitely does, yeah.
And so I never was a stripper. However, I would love to be a blind stripper. I think I should be a stripper one day. I don't know. I'm gonna try that out one day. That'll
we
be
should
fun.
implement that. Like, just
Is
start
there
a
one
thing.
for like
Invites.
for my age group, right?
Blind stripper fundraiser?
Yeah,
Hey,
exactly. But by the
not a
way,
good one.
they are talking about doing a pole dancing class, by the way, and I've been trying to
Yeah.
do, and I will be doing a pole dancing class. That does sound fun.
Yes.
So, but anyways, the preacher's wife I actually was married to a preacher. In fact, I even started a church with him or helped him start a church. And he was the pastor and preacher of the church. I was a first lady. I directed the choir. I was in the choir. I did programs. I mean, I did the whole 9 yards with doing the whole church thing. So, and I lived that first lady life. I mean, when I tell you I was like a whole different type of, nobody would even have recognized me now. So, but yes, that is my lie out of my 3 statements. So,
okay.
Well, that's your truth out here.
Oh wait, yeah, truth. My bad. Yeah, my truth. My truth. But but I'm still offended because
Freudian slip.
people think that I would be a stripper before I would be a
just sound like
preacher's
a
wife,
wife,
and I
yeah.
don't know if I should be offended by that or not.
Just sounds like a stripper. Like she just
Right?
Like
Yeah,
say it.
exactly.
feisty.
Right? I know.
Yeah, I can see that
So,
she has that name.
so
You know,
yeah. So, but anyways, okay. All
blind
right.
butterfly.
Yeah.
Sassy side not coming. Hey.
Right. All right. So, okay. So now that has been done and out the way, since that was your example, are you ready to go, Talia? Because you still can go first because you still are the youngest one.
Okay.
And the newest one to
And the
king.
newest.
We have seniority.
Well, youngest in more than one way, right? Yes.
Okay.
All right. So
Okay, I
give
think I'm
us
ready.
your
I think I'm ready.
your 2 truths and a lie.
Truth and a lie.
Okay. I was a high school cheerleader. I used to do drugs, and I have really bad social anxiety.
Dang,
Baby,
2 of those are true.
I want to say drugs a lie.
I want to hope that the drugs is a lie, but like we can't say. Like people have their struggles.
I was being funny.
I don't know. I kind of am leaning towards the cheerleader maybe being a lie just because I don't know. I kind of think how long have you been visually impaired is my question.
Social anxiety.
Yeah, that could be though.
To answer your question, 17, almost 18 years visually impaired.
Yeah, see.
And then, I mean, when you say you used to do drugs, I mean, did you used to smoke weed, or were you a straight up crackhead in the back of the alley type of drugs? Like, what type of drugs are you like? What are you referring to with that?
Like weed and pills.
Okay. Well, see, I could see that too.
That's not so far.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
I don't see that.
Yeah. Well, she's only 25 too. So,
man, sure.
Yeah, you're right.
I'm going with the drug, the DP.
That's the lie. That's the lie.
That's the lie.
Yeah.
I see the other 2 though.
We'll say drugs, cheerleader, and what was the third
one? She has social anxiety. I could see that.
I could see that too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, this was a good one, Talia. See? Okay, this is a good one. All right.
We're beating the horse.
Okay. All right, come on.
What is it?
Okay, so yeah.
I'm gonna stick with the drugs just because that's what I just want to hope the best for you.
Yeah. Okay. I say the drugs were a lie too. What's it? What is your
You
lie?
are correct. No, I'm just
All
kidding.
right,
You should have done
Yay!
too much. You got a
and that's not
biology
too much
teacher.
for
What? That's the thing.
that's
Yeah,
not too
no.
much on you all out there that are
Nah, real
suffering
talk,
with drug
my
use.
fault.
This is
Yeah.
nothing against
No,
that.
not at all.
Big
Exactly.
salute, you know what I'm
Not
saying?
at
But
all.
yeah,
Not at all.
yeah. Boss
Okay.
lady,
Yep. Boss lady,
let's
it's
go.
in you. Two
It's
truths
on
and a
me.
lie.
It's on you.
Yes.
It's on you. What you got?
All right. So one is I was a widow by the age of 21.
Mm,
I have 15 siblings,
mm,
and I used to smoke weed all day, every day.
mm. Okay.
Man, that's
Yeah,
hard.
those are good ones. That's a good one too.
What you is now?
Huh?
I'm going with the first one.
The widow at 21 is a lie.
Yeah.
Mm. Okay.
I mean,
But
you
a lot of people, like when they're younger in the streets and stuff, they have boyfriends that are in gangs and might die and get shot and killed in high school and stuff.
you was mad at 21?
Oh yeah.
Wait. All right.
Oh, that would be yeah. I didn't think about that aspect of it.
Man.
Yeah, widow means you were
Like,
actually
how long was
legally
you in a
married.
relationship before getting married? Anyway,
We are not
it's a slippery slope
shaming
for me.
people
Let me
getting
stop.
married. We are not doing
I'm
that.
not. No.
No,
Yeah.
he's asking questions like he wants to dig deeper into this whole
Yeah.
situation.
I'm like everything else.
Okay, what was the other one? The 15
15
siblings.
siblings. Man, that's a
15
lot.
siblings.
Which
Boy,
still
your mom and
sounds
daddy
like
love each other.
That one sounds like not like it's
the
not that one.
15 siblings.
Mm-hmm.
You don't believe it?
I don't know. That's
That's
a
a
lot of
lot.
siblings.
Yeah.
She from the South.
That's how they get down in the South, huh?
What? There's big families in the South. There's number love.
That's so funny.
Okay. All right. So, all
Smoke
right,
weed
Joe.
every day. Well, I mean,
Smoke. I
More
mean,
weed every day.
all right, Joe. What are you picking? What's her lie?
I said 21. I can't see her
And
being
what's your
mad at.
and she says the lie.
I say siblings.
Okay, the siblings.
Ooh, we got different answers. Let's see.
Yeah, because I mean,
What you going with? Smoking weed?
I'm trying
I
to
feel
think
like what you
of.
want.
I'm gonna do smoke but the only because no, but I think she did use it because see, I know her. I know some stuff because we're actually friends, so I know some stuff. So, but I don't know one of them.
You cheating.
I know, right? Okay, so
I'm calling it out too.
I know. Okay, I'll say.
And 5.
I will say. I'm gonna say the widow. The
All
widow's
right.
a lie.
There we go.
all right. So this is something that our listeners must know about me is that just a few months ago, I rededicated my life to God. And in doing so, I refuse to be one that willingly tells a lie. So all of my choices were correct.
You know what? You
I
suck.
did all of those.
Wow.
You Harvey Dent.
You can't even follow the game rules.
I can't.
What is
I
wrong with
can't.
She
you?
gave us 2 coins
Hey.
and
Okay,
But at least
so-
you got to learn some good things
Real
about
talk.
me. I
Yeah.
absolutely
I'ma
was a
call you
widow by
later.
21. And
Okay, so the 21 thing though, how was that like were you was it an older person or was that
he was
person
only in his 30s. I got married early. I had been married 17 months when he passed away. My oldest son was 8 months old. I actually watched him take his last breath at the end of my bed.
Oh
Like,
wow.
yeah, it was definitely a situation. And he passed 6 months before my mom did.
Oh
So
my
it was
goodness.
just a hard year.
Yes.
Man,
Okay.
that's terribly tough, yeah.
Yeah.
For
And you
sure.
really have 15 siblings.
I
Like,
really
let's
have
clarify
50.
that.
Yes, I do. So
I can believe that.
my mom and dad have 10 children together. And then my dad had 5 other siblings before, 5 other children before the 10 with my mom.
Oh my
That's the man.
gosh.
So yes,
no, her mom is the mom to pop out 10 babies.
No,
That's
for sure.
man.
like, shout
And
out
she
to
had
her.
she had 2 others that were stillborn. So I mean, that's
Oh
12
my
pregnancies for her.
my goodness gracious.
Yeah.
Ooh, Lordy.
Lots
All
of
right.
babies, big family. Definitely.
And I'm sure you was a big old pothead. That's
I
not
really
even
was,
like,
and that was in my 30s, like I've never thought I would smoke weed because I always thought I would be the one that something would always happen to, like because I
Yeah.
know better, you know.
Right.
But
Yeah.
no, I
Mm,
smoked. Like I would smoke on the
yeah.
way to work. I would put it out on my way right around the
Mm.
corner from the job, let the windows down. I would
Oh
light a
Lordy.
cigarette just to kind of
Yeah.
cover that
Cover it
smoke
up.
up. You know, like
Mm-hmm.
if I'm gonna smell like smoke, I'm gonna smell like
Yeah.
cigarette smoke, you know.
Uh-uh.
Get back in the
Okay.
car, smoke it all the way back to the house, get another one when I got to the house, you
Stop.
know.
Oh my goodness. Well,
Yeah.
oh, all right. Well, okay. Let's move on to the one who doesn't know how to play the game right anyway, since that
Uh,
one's such a. So we'll move on to you, Joseph. Thank you, Christina, for all your truths.
Yeah.
So all right. All right, Joe. The man is up. You are up. What's your 2 truths? And please give 2 truths and a lie.
Alrighty. Let's see. Let's go. I was a junior lieutenant in the Nation of Islam, FOI. Um, I also played tennis. And my last one is that I am a certified massage therapist.
I'm gonna go with the tennis player, I think.
Yeah,
What was your first one? A lieutenant in what?
A lieutenant in the Nation of Islam.
Okay.
I mean,
Yeah,
he trumped that for me because he
he
knew
named
the call
Tom.
letters.
Yes,
Like
that's what,
I'm like,
exactly. That's why that threw that off right there.
I'm like, nah, he know too much. Like,
Um,
nah, he was there.
and I don't know, and it's funny because I mean, being that I mean, we were in a relationship for many years. I shouldn't even answer this, but um, what was the other the lieutenant and the
Tennis.
oh, okay, so I don't think it's a massage therapy thing because I mean I believe I know that one. Now the tennis thing and the lieutenant thing. I'm gonna say tennis. I just can't see your big ass out there playing some tennis.
Man, I love tennis.
I'm gonna go tennis too, only because that's not a sport we've
6'5".
ever talked about.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, go ball,
Mhm.
beat ball, yeah.
Yeah.
Right, exactly.
Yeah,
We never
Even
talked about
football
tennis.
back in the day. Like, not tennis.
you know, I it's one of my little passions, man. Like Serena, all them.
Which one is it?
Okay.
Which
The
one is it?
lie. I attempted to try out for tennis. I didn't make it, of course. My big ass.
Yeah, that's what I said. Like, that's what I said. I'm like,
They told me
no,
nice try. You know what I'm saying? I did try to go, but no, I never got to play tennis. I definitely was so from the age of 10 to 14, I was in the Nation of Islam. And for that time my mom had me heavily active. And so with that, I had my own little squad. We had competitions where we would go to different events and do drills. So it had like the Million Man March, was able to meet Mr. Louis Farrakhan, and I instructed my whole team, and I was the junior lieutenant for that. And yes, I am a certified massage
I don't know
therapist.
why I can see that.
I can too. Black power.
Yeah, like
Okay.
I can see that.
Yeah, I can too. Yeah. Okay. All right. Okay, that was fun. See, you guys, thank you guys. That was just sharing a little bit more about us. And I think that, that our listeners. So, hey, listeners, if you ever want us to do a 2 truths and a lie on you, send it to us. That'd be cool. We would love to do
Right.
that.
But my backhand is strong though.
Oh, my
don't get it
God.
twisted. Like I can serve that thing, baby.
Keep it up.
That's probably
Yeah.
that's all I can do though.
All right, look, we can start blind tennis.
Hey, let's
Yeah.
get with it. Let's get with it.
Yeah,
Come
we
on.
can
Wait,
start blind
but
tennis.
how would you do that though? I mean, would the ball make noise? Like how
Yeah, the
to.
ball has rattles in it.
Oh, word, they really have this.
they have
Yeah,
it
they really
already?
have. Yeah, the blind tennis is a thing. I actually just played at the NFB State Convention. There was people there who came and showed us how to do blind tennis. So
Oh, I'm about
I got
to
to
get
play
my
for the
Dre
first
on.
time.
Let's go.
Wow. Don't get them too pumped up. Oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
right.
What my headband? What my headband? Hold on, put me in, coach.
Not the
Put me in.
headband. So, but is the ball heavy? I
No,
mean, because
it's
it's
like
a
a
regular.
Nerf. It's a Nerf tennis
Okay,
ball,
so
and it has
yeah.
rattles in it. So
I'll probably send that thing
But does
across the
it bounce
court.
enough though? Like
it does
when
bounce, and the rules for tennis or blind tennis are just a little different. So in regular tennis, the ball's allowed to bounce one time on each side of the court before you have to hit it.
Right.
And in blind tennis, it's allowed to bounce twice for you to serve it back. And then
It's
the
all
racket,
bouncing all over the place.
right? And then the
wow.
racket, you use a shorter racket. I think it's called like a youth tennis racket. So it's just shorter than the traditional tennis racket.
Anybody listening, go ahead, send me the equipment. Info blind table talk. Let's get this going. Hey,
That'd be cool though.
I have a contact that he's willing to like come out and teach people how to play.
Oh yeah, we need that. Oh man.
Yeah.
Hey.
Interesting.
Anyway, we gotta have him on the show so he can talk about it.
Oh
yeah, exactly.
Put on my polo and my headband, you know what I'm saying? Yo.
Okay.
Yo.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
That backhand, baby. Yeah.
And when you trip over your feet and fall down.
Footwork is immaculate, you know what I'm saying? That's why I was a quarterback. That's the thing.
Right, but blind tennis is something else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're gonna see. Boy got game. Boy got game. You know?
All right. Okay, Mr. Athlete. That's enough.
For sure.
Let's go.
Blind table talk, yeah.
I don't know. I probably have said this before, but a lot of, our stuff and what we learn about what's going on in the BVI community is from social media. So we flick through and we just go through and we just, get different ideas and suggestions on things that we can discuss. Some things are not specifically BVI related. However, because
we put our perspective on
yes, exactly. Yes, because we are BVI, we turn it into BVI related, right?
Man, and we have regular life anyway.
Exactly.
Right. Exactly.
We go through bills, emotions, relationships, all
everything.
Of it. You know what I'm saying? Everything.
And that's what makes it BVI is that we're talking about it because everything in life that sighted people do, we do too. So
yes, indeed.
Okay, so this came out and I was thinking about this and I had a lot of thoughts and ideas. I'm like, wait a minute, am I wrong for thinking the way that I do? So that's why I'm bringing this to the round table. Is it ever okay for your ex to have the key and the alarm code to the new home that you and your fiance just moved into?
That's a tough one.
Can
I speak first?
Yes, go first, Tina.
Okay.
Yes, indeed.
So, it depends to me on the maturity of all parties involved, and I say that because I've been married more than once, and with my second marriage, he and I are still very good friends. For us trusting and things like that. We do have 2 children together. And then we have the stepchildren, which are his 2 older girls. So we all kind of operate as a family, even with his other girl's mom, like we're all really close. Mm-hmm. Now, I can't say I would necessarily for my current partner, I don't think he would feel comfortable with that. But my current partner and I do not now currently live together. He has the codes and things to get in my house, and we share a 5-year-old together. And so I feel like it's okay for purposes of him bringing my son to the house after school or something when, I haven't made it home yet or something, whatever. It's not strange for me to walk in and he's sitting in my living room,
Yeah, but I don't. Okay, so here's the thing. That's all good that you're walking in, but would that be strange if you walked in and he was in the living room and your new man was in there? So that's because it's different when you're not with anybody. But I think the question is if you were with somebody else living in a home with somebody else, would you still allow him to do that so freely?
I wouldn't say it's free. I still think that there should be limits. Like even now, I don't expect him just to come over here. Say if my son's not here, don't just be here just to be here. Mm-hmm. I think there should be limits. You know. Communication for one, like
I agree
let
with
me
that.
know maybe that you're gonna come by or something like that, or that I might can expect you to be there. And again, it's also about the relationship with your new partner and that person. Are they comfortable enough with each other? That
Okay.
they could trust that.
Yeah. Okay. Who wants to go next?
Baby T, you got something? Youngest.
Okay, so I mean, I've never been, I guess, in this type of situation, but I just feel like from experience, the guys nowadays in my age bracket are so immature. I feel like they would find a way to, even if it was, good communication or we have guidelines in place, I feel like they would, find some type of way to make it messy for no
Yeah.
reason.
Don't let you piss them off.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Or, it's like,
Like, all right, I'm
oh,
dipping.
I
I'm
left
over
my
here.
jacket over here,
Yeah.
or I can't find my wallet, so I had to come check. It's things like that, and it's just like to know that your ex can pop in really at any time, whether there's communication or not. Because what if you're not home and they say, "Well, I know she's at work, and I think I left something over there. Let me just go check." Like to me, regardless if you feel like you left something there or not, or whatever the case may be, it shouldn't be you're so comfortable that you feel like you can just pop over whenever you want to, especially if I'm already involved with somebody else and taking that next step as far as like we're engaged and things like that. Because if the roles were reversed, I wouldn't feel comfortable with my fiance's ex-wife coming in the house just free will at any time, or whatever, just to stop by, or oh, I'm dropping off this or picking up that. Like I wouldn't feel comfortable with that. And so you have to think about your partner, and are they comfortable with your ex dropping by? So I don't think codes or keys should be given. I think if you're going to stop by, it needs to be communicated, and I need to be home, and that's that.
Yeah, or I'll make arrangements for you to get the
Exactly.
key if that isn't, because I think one of the thoughts was like it was an emergency for emergency purposes,
Right.
Yeah.
And even if Joe, you want me to go first, or you're gonna go?
Yeah, you go ahead, go.
It's not going to be ladies first every time.
Oh, yeah.
You're
Chivalry, baby. Chivalry ain't
yeah,
dead. I'm true
I
gentleman
see
to the
what you're
game.
doing here.
True gentleman to the game.
So
I salute, fellas. Y'all see me?
yeah.
We
So
rep. Yes, indeed.
yeah. So all right. So this is where I was thinking. Because I would not be okay with my partner, my fiance, giving his ex a key to our house. Like and here's the thing: if it was his house and I moved in with him, then that's his stuff, and that's on you. But this is a house that we moved into together. This is our house, so there's no way in hell I would be okay with that. And then even if there's kids involved, if really for an emergency, if you want to hide a key somewhere and then tell her where it's at when that emergency happens, that's different, because that means that you'll know when that person's coming in. But I'm like Talia, people will find a way to make stuff messy. And I have the tendency of pissing people off and making them mad. And so I could just be probably reckless at the mouth one day and then hear this person come tripping on me and stuff like that. So I would prefer that not happen. And but at the same time, if it's my house and somebody moves in with me, I can give the key to whoever I want. I don't care. And if you don't like it, then you know what to do. But, I'm not, and that's why I says the hypocritical part, because I wouldn't like it done to me, but I wouldn't, that's my business if I do it on my own. So
my business.
My business.
My business. My approach is more like boss lady. I really feel the communication. Because I'm just not trusting to put no key outside. I done done some things I ain't proud of in my youth, and one of them things was finding people keys. You'd be surprised how many people just walk around just bored, ideal mind type of thing. So but as far as the key issue, it would be more of like the kid aspect, and it has to be the communication because it's times where like schooling, like you call me up, hey, I'm what's them calling, need to like they're close right here, can they just come over there, whatever the situation, cool, go on, give them the key, let them run through, you know what I'm saying, I know
Give
what it
them the
is.
key at that time, though, right? Or
Well,
they
I would
already
say my
have the
person,
key.
they will already have a key for any situation. You know what I'm saying? Just in case I need emergency. I like having backup. I believe in backup plans and backup teams. And so I like having different fires and different backups. So for me, I'm that's, and I'm gonna talk to my partner like it is what it is.
I think it's kind of different for everybody though too, because I mean you do have some people who unfortunately don't have other people to call on for emergencies. Like,
Yeah.
they're not close with their family. They don't have no
Right.
good, reliable friends.
That's
That ex, they know, like, because you don't always have to break up with an ex in an ugly way.
real talk.
You can still really care about people, and they want the best for you still. So
I know. I totally agree. I mean, prime example, Joseph and I.
exactly,
We are not
Exactly.
and
together,
even
but
the fact,
yeah.
like the closest he is with your children and
Yeah.
everything, like I
Yeah.
believe that your children could call Joe and say, hey,
Oh, yeah.
I need to get in my mom's house, and
Yeah.
I don't think it would be such a big issue,
Yeah.
for him to have access like that.
Yeah. Well, I will say, okay, and Joseph, and we brought this up, Joseph does have a key to my house, right? But
Right.
that was
And vice
also,
versa.
but okay. And so, but the thing is, the difference was that I didn't give him the key though. Like he had the key because we once lived together. Now
Right. I understand that.
but I feel like, I mean, I probably would give him the key. I don't know if it would be right or wrong, but
I mean, you do a lot of traveling, a lot of kids.
yeah, exactly. And I
Right.
probably would.
That's what I'm saying. It's
Yeah.
definitely, it
So
could be some situations where it may be,
yeah.
somewhat acceptable. There is no right or wrong. Like you're saying, it's
Yeah.
just,
Yeah. I don't, and I
There's
don't
no
know.
for
right
your
book to it. It's the
situation.
dynamics and it's the communication and maturity. But I feel with Talia too though. Like some
Yeah,
people
no.
Oh
can
yeah,
make the
definitely.
situation
Yeah.
messy. Some people can
Definitely.
take
Yeah.
advantage of it, and
Right. Yeah.
that's the trust. And it's a gamble. And sometimes you must, like, if you can trust that person, you got that. Then if they mess up their trust, then that's what it is in that
No, well,
moment.
and you reminded because he's like, you have a key to mine. I was like, no, I don't. He's like, yes, you do. I'm like, oh, but which means I'm not sitting there like, oh, I'm about to go to his house at 2:00 in the morning, and I'm
Exactly.
about to go and let me just
But
I'm
go
I
about to go
and
mess
know
up his
stalker. Yeah,
situation.
I know if
exactly.
anything
Yeah,
go down, I can say, hey, I need like you to like to
yeah,
come through, or like the what I'm saying, send your boy,
yeah.
anything, and
Or
that
even
can,
getting locked for me too, getting locked out. Like
right.
Right.
I lost my key, my
like
backpack fell,
yeah,
and I didn't know my keys fell
yeah,
out, like, so anything.
yeah.
And too, like most of my exes and I are, cordial with each other enough. Like they have a certain respect for me still. So it's like, even if, they're not the ones that come over to try to start some mess with
Start
me,
stuff.
because
Yeah.
they know their relationship with me. Forget about who else it is. They're not,
Right.
for the purpose of our relationship, they're not going to even go there, because they know
Yeah.
that if I cut you off, you're gonna be miserable, because you're no longer being dealt with by me.
Right. But here's a point that I need to make specifically about Talia and what she brought up, because I think in what she said about messy, and because let me tell you, 25 years ago, give me your key and I'm about to start
You
some
pulling up?
mess. Yes. I really am. Like that's so I think it does come with maturity and growth, because especially if I wasn't too happy, or you got the nerve, I done put in all this work with your raggedy ass, and you're gonna go move in and play house with the next one and be happy home.
And
Or
act
don't
like
have my kids around that
Yeah,
other,
exactly.
or act like
Yes.
you the good man that I done taught you to
Exactly.
be
Yeah,
with
exactly.
somebody else.
now you want to switch up and flip the switch.
Yes,
Okay,
exactly.
Yeah.
And
I'm gonna
then
show you.
y'all done bought a home. We was at your mama's house for years, and now you're all in a home
Man,
together.
why do I feel like I
The
read that in a
hell?
book? Still hood or something like that. So He looking
Yeah,
outside the window.
precisely.
That's supposed to be my. I'm like, oh my
Yeah,
goodness.
for
All right.
real.
Yeah,
So
definitely.
I do get that, but I still would not want that though because I don't want anybody having. But again, like you said, depending on the relationship with that partner, like I am okay. I will be friends with my ex's girlfriends. Like I'm not one that's like,
Yes,
oh, I can't
yes.
stand. Like no,
Yeah,
we're
yeah.
cool, you know.
Yeah.
So I would, in that case, be like, okay, well, just in case, and it'd be for both of you, just in case if there's an emergency or anything, you know, it's not even about that. But I just would
Well,
not, you know, I'd have a problem with the ex having it because not everybody's as mature as me with it when it comes to that.
and nowadays a lot of people use like, the Ring doorbell, or they have smart
Yeah.
locks on their houses, and you can
Mm-hmm.
always
Yeah,
give
yeah.
someone a
Give them a
temporary
temporary code.
passcode.
Yeah. True.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that would be,
Yeah.
a
So
different solution if you were in that situation and it was like emergency purposes or something.
right. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, all right. So that was
Good.
good.
Hey, that
Okay.
was a good one. Good
Yeah.
round. Good round.
So, well, stay tuned for more things like that.
Yes,
That and
indeed.
we used to do our in which we don't do anymore specifically, but either
Talking about the
remember
clubhouse.
no, I wasn't, but that's a good. But Clubhouse is a good one.
What's he talking?
Because we do need to come back to Clubhouse, but we used to do our
Yeah.
BVI relationship talk, but we did that on Clubhouse.
Yeah.
And so just and I think this will be fun for the roundtable too to have different perspectives on relationships. I think and honestly, just to be real, like we used to do relationship talk, and I think once you and I broke up, we're like, yeah, we probably don't want to discuss relationships. And even
Right.
Yeah, we had to get the foundation back
I was
right.
gonna
yeah,
say, yeah, you
I
have
was
to
like,
let it
Yeah.
simmer
we
down
don't,
Let it
first.
simmer.
I
Yeah.
don't think
Yeah.
we should
A
speak
little
on that
bit.
right
You
now. I
know.
don't think
Yeah.
that's something we should speak on. We just gonna
But
leave that
it's all
alone.
good. It's all
But
good.
just having it from different perspectives from the table and stuff like that, you never know. That
Never
might be
know.
a good thing to have. So,
Yes, indeed.
who knows what's coming to the table? We don't even.
It's a lot coming to the
That's the
table, though.
thing.
Man, a
For
So
lot. I'm
sure,
so
man.
excited
okay,
about what this
Yeah.
year brings.
I know. Okay, but
Before we get to this
before,
2025, though, y'all want to jump on this
yes,
2024?
yes, and you know what,
It went so
ladies.
fast.
First of all, ladies,
Uh-oh.
you're going first,
Joe's
Joseph.
going first.
I was about to say, fellas, did
So
y'all see that?
that
Did y'all
yes.
see how they all just like coordinated,
Yep.
like without just ladies?
So
It was just a one word.
Telepathy. We
Like,
already
man,
yes.
knew.
I felt it. Like, oh my
So
goodness, I just got ganged on.
okay,
All right.
so what we're gonna do, each of us are gonna tell our most favorable or memorable moment for 2024. So we're keeping it positive, right, Tina? Because he knows like positive memories from
Yeah.
2024.
Let's
Okay,
do positive,
so the most positive thing that happened or that that took place in 2024. Joseph, you're first.
Man, there's so much that's happened of 2024 with sports and different things. But honestly, a small task was one of my favorite. I got the chance to, and this was a expo out here locally, here in Houston, quite far as what, like Memorial, Missouri City, actually. And so I went to an event and I got to sit down and actually hold the table down and talk to a lot of different people who was interested into the show and just a lot of different networking. And yeah, a lot of people who know me. I'm security. I'm the type that like to be in the booth. How you doing and going about your business. You know what I'm saying? I got your back. So the fact that I was able to really just get out and talk and allow myself to, be in that type of atmosphere and spoke quite well and got some good feedback. That was real live for me because I was solo dolo on an important mission and we handled it. So for me, that was like my big up for 2024 because I jumped outside of my box.
Oh,
yeah, and I'm gonna have to add. I have to speak on that, Joseph, because he was nervous, and so usually when we do expos or conventions, it's him and I or him and somebody else. He's not by himself. It's I think last time was Cynthia. It's always a member of the team with him, and so he never really
has to get that feeling of doing this by himself. So when he did this last one, and I just kind of, I have faith in him, and he did it. He rocked it. And then he called and was like, "Oh my gosh, there's a lot of people coming here, and I'm really talking, and I'm just loving it," And I was like, "See, but we don't know how far we can go unless we step out." And so,
Mm.
kudos for you for actually stepping out, because I know that you really rather, would have probably said, "Oh, well, if somebody else can do it, that's okay." But because there was nobody else to do it, you did it, and it kind of forced you. But then you ended up, loving it, right? So.
Oh yeah,
I think that's
it was a good
preparing you
plan.
for what we got coming next too with the other organization,
Yeah.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
Exactly. Yeah. So kudos to you. All right. Who's going? Tina, what was your most memorable moment?
Okay. So my most memorable moment was the process that I went through to um re get to know myself. Like I went through the process. A lot of people don't know I suffer with anxiety over the past year. I left a job that I had been on for 16 years. Um, and I took some time to really, make some important changes in my life. And in doing so, I became part of the BTT team. Never knew I was a podcast person. I didn't like podcasts. And they always say sometimes, it's not what you know, it's who you know. And just, just finding that we have some kindred spirits like that meshed well together. And it was just amazing to watch it all flow together and to find myself and find that, I could be a great attribute to the team. And I also have another job now. It's just so many wonderful things that have happened to me, and the growth. I just really appreciate the process. A lot of people don't like going through trials, but I appreciate the process because of what comes out on the other end. I like to learn, so
Right.
I'm
salute.
grateful for that.
Big salute, for real.
Yes. Kudos for you, to you. Okay, Talia. Memorable moments of 2024.
I have a couple. I hope that's okay.
That's
Rock
okay.
it out.
Okay. So, for me, I would say my biggest moment was actually taking the plunge and going back to school. I am working on, I was going to just do my bachelor's, but I think I'm going to go all the way and get my master's in dietetics and then get my doctorates as a chiropractor. So
Congrats.
I just finished my first semester of college, and that's it was a lot of anxiety for me because I procrastinate a lot when it comes to getting some stuff done. And that's one thing that I'm trying to work past and work on. And, I'm starting off slow. I did 2 classes this semester. Next semester, I'm doing 3 classes. And then, so on and so forth until I can feel comfortable going back full time. So I like to say I'm in big girl school now.
And good pace, work at your own pace. It's good.
Yes, exactly.
Good
and
job.
Then another one was getting my certification as an AT trainer and evaluator, switching, well, not fully switched, but, stepping into a department that I learned to love. Well, not learn to love. I really love it. Before I went to the training center in Colorado, I hated technology. Like, if you ask me, I don't know, I hate technology. I hate computers. I don't know. And, that was my answer to everything. But going there and doing 6 months in Colorado changed my perspective. And now I'm so proud of how far I've come as far as technology goes. And then now I can apply what I know to others. I can give them that confidence and that encouragement to keep going, do better. And, that this is not the end. Just because you lost your vision, 6 months ago or 2 months ago doesn't mean that your road stops here. You just got to keep going.
Yeah.
And it makes me feel good to encourage other people and make them feel empowered, that just with technology, you can do a lot. So that's another one. Then my last one is I just got officially added to a women's goalball team.
Look
So
at
that's
you.
exciting. So I was the first member on
Legit.
this team. And we have 2 other ladies, but we are actually we're looking for 2 more people. So, you know, if any of our listeners are
Reach
interested
out,
in
yeah.
goalball, exactly, they can reach out and let me know. And we're just trying to see, you know, like how everybody plays. You know, do you need more practice, or are you ready for tournaments, things like that. So we're just still beginning, you know, still starting out, but we do have an official women's team. We are the Lady Metro Blaze. So yeah.
Legit. I love how I
Awesome.
have another athlete on the show with me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she is
Yes,
definitely an
indeed.
athlete. She is definitely an athlete and a great A2 trainer as well. And you know, the thing about the training, for me, is people have to, and as you guys, I used to be a trainer. I used to do training, and I can no longer do it because I don't have the patience that I used to have. And Talia has some of the most patience that I've ever seen in a person. Like there's time I've listened to her and I'm like, there are times when I like, oh heck no, I'm done. I would want to walk away. But but it's not only that, but it's the compassion that you have. It shows through what you do, and you can tell that you enjoy helping people. And so just wanted to say, you know, thank you, because you know, not only do you do it as a profession and work, but you volunteer your time and do that as well. So
Yes,
thank
big
you. Thank
salute
you.
for real.
Yes,
Yes,
exactly.
indeed.
Yes.
All right, CEO.
So, all right.
Miss Sassy, what you got
Okay.
for us?
So, well, here's the thing. So, you know, people are like, oh, I can't, 2024 was a bad year. I couldn't stand it. I love 2024. I didn't have a bad 2024. Well, I mean, minus some other stuff, like, you know, hi Joe. Don't be funny.
I'm sorry. Girl.
Minus that.
Yeah,
But,
yeah. Minus some
but
little hiccups, you know.
yes,
Beautiful.
you know,
Yeah, you
but
did a lot for sure.
I did a lot of traveling.
Mhm.
I think I went on a trip every month.
I think you did too.
I did. I know.
Couldn't
I
keep up with you
I
hardly.
counted it, and so, but again, this was I turned the big 50, right? So I turned 50.
Yes, indeed.
So for it to be the
50 is the
year,
new 30. I mean,
it
what's
hell,
And that's
hell
what they really say in
yeah.
a lot of posts. 50 is
Hell
the new
yeah,
30.
it is. I feel 30. I'm gonna tell y'all right now.
that?
And so I did a lot. And so I was just, you know, I enjoyed the whole year, but I think one of the, well, 2 things that happened for me. And the first thing was my 50th celebration in Puerto Rico. I had never been to Puerto Rico. And so that is where I did my 50th celebration. Me and a few girlfriends went to Puerto Rico. So that was the first thing for my birthday, which was October 17th. And I'm a Libra, Scorpio, Cancer, all that good stuff. And then the other thing was my weight loss. I actually lost 30 pounds, as we discussed on one of our previous shows, if you guys remember.
On that hell kick.
Yes. So, but it's not just the losing the 30 pounds, because that's not even what was the big deal for me. But I actually changed my whole eating lifestyle, my lifestyle when it comes to eating and my eating habits. And I eat healthy now. I mean, I haven't drank any soda, and I don't know, people that know me, I used to drink Red Bulls, Rock Stars, like 2, 3 a day. It was, you know, I just let all of that go completely. I don't drink a lot of stuff. I pretty much only drink water. I have coffee every now and then, but then just my eating, I just eat healthier and I feel better and I feel so like alive. So that's going to keep me alive in 2025, I guess. So that's a corny rhyme, but
so alive in 2025. Hey, that's working.
But yeah, and so not that I'm like, okay, hurry up in 2020 for 2024 to be over, but it's more so like, oh my gosh, you know, 2024 is over and I cannot wait for what's coming in 2025.
What's next? Yeah.
Oh, man, I'm so excited.
I am excited about
I'm
it.
excited too. Definitely.
You know, anytime I eat something now, I hear you in my head. Make sure you eat this. Make sure you.
I
It's telling
know.
me at work,
Yeah.
like that's not a
Like,
healthy
yeah,
breakfast. So,
yeah.
Hey, I feel you.
but
I feel
I
you.
will say, you know, because I had weight loss surgery earlier this year in 24, so I'll be hitting my 1 year anniversary in February. But
Mhm.
since I started, you know, just getting back on track and listening to you, I actually came out of my stall and started losing weight again. So I'm happy I
Yay.
started listening
Hey,
to you.
power
See,
to it, baby. Keep that
exactly.
motion going. Yes,
Yay.
indeed.
See?
Exactly.
Yeah.
The
And
energy.
I do it in loving way. I'm not trying to convert or shame people
Right.
into eating, but when she does, and I'll be like, because this is the person that tells me she makes her own freaking yogurt you didn't,
Yeah.
and all I could say was like, ew, but it's healthy. I just don't like yogurt, but I'm like, but doing stuff like that, those little things that you do like that, those are just healthier and better for you. So I congratulate you for, taking those steps. It's a slow step and you just, handle it at your own pace. But good job.
Exactly.
Good job. So, all right. So
Oop,
since
I
we
hear that.
talked about our
I hear that
2024.
flip being switched. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, yes,
Happy New
yes.
Year.
Happy New
Happy New
Yes.
Year.
Happy
Year.
New
Yeah,
Year
yeah.
to everybody, Um one of the things too for the new year and just going into it, and it's just, and I know it's hard for some people, but positivity, just positive energy is so
All day
Oh
important.
my
long. All
gosh.
day long.
Yes.
People don't
Yes.
realize that. And surrounding yourself, not that you have to have full out fallouts with people, but learn how to separate yourself from those negative people. you know
Right.
um just surround yourself with positive people and people that uplift and bring you up, because there's so many, as Talia alluded to it earlier, with just the what's out there in our BVI community, right? But it's
Yeah.
not just in our community, it's society, it's the world, it's ugly
Mhm.
out there.
But
Mm.
also handle that ugly with love, man. Approach
Yeah,
everything with love.
yeah,
Handle yourself
Kill
with
exactly.
them with
love.
kindness.
There you
Yes,
go. I'm telling you,
exactly.
that's what I'm learning. You handle everything with love, no matter how bad or good it is. It's gonna turn out.
Well, we don't, I don't do New Year's resolutions, right? But I do set goals for myself. I do have things that I'm going to work on in 2025. And one of my personal, endeavors that I'm going to be doing is learning how to control my reactions to people's actions.
Oh, that's
Because
a beautiful goal.
yes, because number one, stress kills, right? And
Yeah.
so
Hmm.
I am easily stressed out, or when I react to people's things that they say or do, and it's not healthy to react, because at the end of the day, it is what it is, and that's my famous saying of the week. I've been saying, but it is what it is. There's nothing I can do about how you think or how you act. So I just need to worry about how I think and how I act, and I need to focus more on that emotional intelligence. So that's my goal for 2025.
That's lit.
Yeah. So, um, all right. So doesn't
BTT, or
I,
do y'all have
we
something?
that well? Does anybody have something? Because if
I
not,
definitely do.
oh,
So
okay.
What you got for us, boss lady?
I'm almost scared to say it just because I know Saida is definitely going to be one to strongly help hold me accountable to
Oh
this
yeah.
for
Oh
this
yeah.
year.
Hold on. Let's put the light on her. All right. Yep.
Oh, and listen, so this is recorded.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Not
So
only are
I
we
think she about
hearing
to tell
it,
me what. Oh, come
all
on.
of our listeners are
That's
hearing
and
it
then that's why
too.
I'm putting it out here on
Mm-hmm.
BTT because
Oh wax.
throughout the year I definitely want to kind of help. I mean, kind of catch you all up on my journey.
Mm-hmm.
But I so both of my parents passed at early ages, both in their 50s from heart related illnesses, and my siblings and I have a big thing of trying to make sure we don't have a lot of those issues that they have. And
Mm-hmm.
unfortunately, we've eaten a certain way all of our lives because we
Right.
love good food, and
Right. Yeah.
if y'all
Good
know
old
me,
soul
I
food.
love cooking.
Mm-hmm.
So our goal for this year is, and especially my own, is to focus on taking better care of myself. And that comes with the changing of the eating habits, as well as exercising more, as well as the mental exercising, getting stronger all the way around. Like it's a whole transformation for me, that I feel like everything needs to be addressed in my life in order for me to be a better me. And so the big part of it is going to be that weight loss journey. So I'm just putting it out there, and I'm not ashamed to say, because if you all also know me, I'm not boastful at all, but I'm a beautiful lady. And so I do not mind saying that I am currently around 240 to 245 in weight, and I am short. They talked about my height earlier. But yeah. So,
still rocking it though.
Yeah,
she ain't lying,
yeah.
y'all.
So
definitely beauty.
I don't mind saying it, but when by the end of the year, I definitely plan on being way below the 200 mark, and just taking better care of myself.
We got your support, baby. We got you.
Support. I can help you. Let's do it.
I can't all the way do it your way.
I'm gonna support. She gonna push. That's how we're gonna do this.
I was scared to tell her, because I already know how she's gonna be.
I got this.
Because
I'm just seeing you motivational, texting, you're doing beautiful.
Joe, you got to keep me with the exercise part, and she's gonna keep me with the food part.
Yes.
Because in both of them together, you'll have it down. I don't even want to ask for help, because I'm 30 pounds from my goal, and I'm just like, I'll just
6 weeks. Creep. I can do it in 6 weeks.
Look,
Monday, Wednesday, Friday.
We can do it for 6
workout
weeks.
Day, baby,
yes.
Let me tell you that Saida already told me 2 big things that she cut off that I absolutely love, and I'm just like, I ain't trying to hear that.
I know. I know.
See, and my biggest struggle is sugar. Like, that is the hardest thing for me.
And I gave it all
when you let that sugar go, though.
She gave it up, and every day I'm like,
completely.
Okay. Yeah, right. And every day I'm like, I'm gonna do a little less, and I struggle.
That was
that's what I'm on. I've done a little less.
I love me some cheeses, and I love some soda, and I'm not cutting those out. So,
modified.
Exactly. That's my plan. Just a little bit less. But I'm not cutting it out. So,
but I will
just give me a little. Give me a little bit.
Y'all one thing though, the 6 week challenge did help me, because what happened was I paid for the challenge, I paid into the challenge. And if I met my goal, which was 30 pounds, I get $300 back. So that's how I started the 6 weeks, right? Baby. So I started it, and I did make it, by the way. I only lost like 27 pounds within the 6 weeks. And so I didn't get my money back. But since I spent that 6 weeks and I had given up all that stuff, I'm like, why go back to it? It was just easier. So the motivation was the money. And then I didn't make it. But because I spent that, I'm like, well, damn, I went 6 weeks without sugar, 6 weeks without caffeine.
Yeah, like why not?
Why? And so now I'm like, even to the point where I'm losing so much weight that I'm like trying to stop losing weight, but people are like, well, eat more and eat this. And it's hard for me to do, because I'm like, I've spent so many months doing, what I've been doing and eating how I've been eating. And now I don't want to put extra cheese. I don't want to put cheese. I don't want to do this stuff, because I'm like, I feel like it's going backwards. But that was the motivation. But I did tell you, when you're ready to do it, I will, when you're ready to do that 6 week challenge, and, I'm here for you. I'll help you.
Now that part I may could do is just do it for like a 6 week time frame.
Just do it for what? But it still takes commitment and dedication.
You get past those certain many weeks, you're gonna be like, you know what? I'm good. I got this.
Yeah,
I got this for sure.
Exactly.
For sure.
So maybe we'll put some money on the challenge, and that'll
BTT weight loss challenge.
Right? Wait a minute. Who wants to join in with me then?
Right.
Let's put something on the table.
If y'all are interested in going on this journey with us, email us at info@btt.com.
Blindtabletalk.com.
Yeah.
It's okay. Yeah. If you want to do, and we could do the BTT weight loss journey, and we can, we can make it monetary. You never know. The monetary is a good incentive. I'm telling you.
New bodies in 2025.
Not to mention just the results that we'll have.
Exactly.
Well, listen.
Yeah.
I know I talk about NFB a lot because that's where my foot is, but it's in New Orleans this year. I'm trying to look good for New Orleans.
Hey, we
Hello.
stepping out
Oh,
representing.
and speaking
Hey,
of, okay, so all right, so we'll
Good
leave that
segue.
alone. Yes,
yeah.
because we want to talk about 2025, and New Orleans is going to be one of our big things in 2025 too.
hmm
But before we get to that, we'll tell you guys about some other stuff that is leading into that. So we've already shared our new roundtable, right?
Yeah.
So that's
Yep.
one of the biggest things too. Is
The format of the
the
show.
formatting of the show
Yeah.
is having the roundtable, and you listeners, any of you are welcome to come to the table. We will have a minimum of two. I don't know, because here's the thing: we do want to
hmm
try it out, because if we have too many at the table, it could be a little distracting,
Right
you know.
now,
So
we're just doing
yeah, so we're
two, and so
so
hey, just keep shooting them in,
yeah.
and you know what I'm
So,
saying, we're gonna
and
schedule it with y'all.
we will get to everyone, and you'd be surprised. We've gotten entries already. We've gotten so many people that have reached in, and I just want you listeners to know that just because we have not reached out to you to schedule your
It's
show
coming.
for tomorrow, you're gonna come to the table. Trust
Oh
me.
yeah,
Okay.
Absolutely.
we're bringing
So
anybody who's interested. Trust and believe. We all about new voices.
yes,
Let's do this.
exactly. So, and then so one of the things, and we've talked about this all year long, well, most of the year, is our BTT dating game. That
Cupid's in the
I know, I'm
air.
so
Yes.
excited for that.
Hey,
Yes.
So that first show is going to be coming, and we're looking, and and probably I think, or I don't know if we were going to wait for Valentine's Day to premiere it. Tina, but regardless,
Not
that
necessarily
show,
Valentine's,
yeah,
but somewhere
yeah,
around.
somewhere
yeah.
around the love month,
So
you know.
that is
Hey,
coming. Our dating game. Have you guys, when we were doing the research for the show and stuff, I went, and Joseph, we went to YouTube, right?
right
And
on.
there was shows from 1969 for the dating game, right? That was like, it is so crazy, but it's still it's like this, it's just watching those clips and seeing how, from 1969, but ours is going to be, today's BVI dating
Yeah,
game, and
modern
it's
day
going to
for
be,
sure.
and we'll have some twists in there too. So, Talia, we had talked about some twists, and so there's a lot of things that are going to be fun with that. So
Be on the lookout, y'all.
you can still submit your applications if you want to be a part of it. And I have a feeling that once you all see this first dating game episode shows out, that it's, you guys are gonna, those forms are gonna be coming in, because it's gonna be
Oh yeah. Oh
fun,
And
yeah.
if
fun,
you
fun.
still need to request your application, feel
Yep.
free to still
Yeah.
email us at
Yep.
info@blindtabletalk.com.
Yep.
Yes,
And we'll
indeed.
send you out the form. So, okay. So there's that. And then what was next, Tina?
Next was the
What?
we have coming up within the next couple of weeks two very, very exciting shows.
Oh, yeah.
So we are usually bringing other people to the table, interviewing them, but we want to dig deep into who your hosts are. We
Oh
want to
man.
give you all the
Yes.
opportunity to find out some things that you've always wanted to know about them,
Y'all
right?
want to know how I really messed up at tennis? All right.
Man,
Yeah.
right. Or why Saida didn't make a career in stripping
I
yet, you know?
know. Ooh, that's a story for you. Yeah, I'm ready
Yeah,
for that one.
Yeah, yeah.
So
definitely.
yes. Okay. So basically, Joseph and I are putting ourselves in the hot seat. Now, it's not just the hot seat, because that's probably a small portion of the actual interview, but really at the end of the
Anything
day,
goes.
we are going to share our stories, and
Mm.
how is our, and not our life story. I'm not going to tell you starting when I was 5, right? It's really going to be our blind journey. I mean, it's going to be a little bit about our backgrounds and before we were blind, but I think really a lot of it's going to be our journey of going blind, and there will be stories that may or may not have been ever shared before. So it's definitely going to be interesting. But then on the flip side of that, we will answer anything that comes in. If you send in a question about what's the size of my second pinky toe foot on my shoe, or whatever it is. I don't even know. I can't even think of a crazy question, but whatever questions are
Size
sent
and
in.
ratios.
Yeah,
Let's get
yeah,
real.
exactly.
And we're
So
gonna dedicate an episode to each one of them
36,
separately.
24,
So
35.
yeah, it will be separate.
we
Yeah.
can ask
So
as much questions as
yeah.
possible. Like
So
send them in.
Hey.
yep. So each
Ooh,
one will
sounds
have a
fun.
show. Yeah. So so that's it. So be on the lookout for that. I'm excited to share and really just be vulnerable and share things that I know that Tina and I were talking one day, and I shared some stuff with her, and she's like, "Oh
Man,
wow!" Like,
I
yeah,
just
and
didn't
so
know. And
right,
and that's my
yeah.
friend, so
Yeah, exactly. And so she was just like, really, I might want to share this with people. And I said, I look back a lot of things in my life. And I'm like, you know what? Somebody might get some empowerment out of some of the things that I've done and been through. And somebody might get some encouragement knowing the sadness or the mess that I've been through, and I've still
Both
overcame it.
ways. Yes,
Yes.
indeed.
right. And
So
that's what I say, because I wanted our listeners to know what's the drive
yeah,
behind BTT and why we feel it's so important to put these
yeah,
issues out here.
yeah,
These are not just
exactly.
two hosts coming to you with some
Hoes, wait, what?
no host.
Man, maybe back in the Saturdays. days. No,
I
let me
didn't
stop.
say stripper side. I said host.
You
No,
know, back in
no,
the
but
younger days,
but our two hosts, they're not just coming to you with some random topics that we just make up. Like
Yeah,
it's things that they have actually gone through, and they can relate to a lot of the issues and things that are going on in the BVI community.
yes,
And so,
indeed.
we
yeah,
wanted to shine the light and again, like Sai said, make the two of them be vulnerable for a moment,
yeah,
so
yeah,
that, you
I
can.
gotta take the badge off for a little bit, boy. I tell you.
yeah,
The
exactly.
seat
Take
already
it
feeling
off.
hot.
Take it off. Take it
Oh,
off. Oh,
There
oh,
she
strippers,
go. There
strippers,
oh.
she
see, strippers.
Yeah, you know they used to call me. Let me stop.
go. Yeah. So
So,
for
yeah,
those of
so
you that are listening, if you have not yet sent in your inquiries, please do so. The posts are out. If you forget where to send those inquiries to, check out our Facebook page. You can
mhm.
find, the email there. We also, the email again is info@blindtabletalk.com. We're accepting all
Yes.
questions.
Yes, yes. All right. And then also the thing that I am just super excited about, and that is our BTT awards. Our
Yeah, man,
BT.
we've been working so hard on this too.
So yes, and so the Blind Table Talk Awards are up and ready to go. We want to celebrate and recognize individuals in our BVI community that have, just made an impact or made a
Yeah, because we ain't the
difference.
only ones. It's a lot of us out there, man,
Oh
There's
and
yeah.
it's a lot of
so
love to
many,
share.
so many, but so there are, and count them, and I'm not doing any more. We have 10 different awards, y'all. There are 10
Yep.
awards. So,
Yeah, I heard it
and
right.
yeah, 10. There are 10. 10, 10, 10. So,
Been 10.
and here's the thing about the awards and this forum, and Tina, she told y'all earlier, you get emails from her. She's probably going to be working hard on this, and also our coordinator Talia is going to be working hard on this. But nomination forms will be going out. The beauty of these awards is that you, the people, our listeners, are going to be able to nominate people in our community. So not just nominate others, but you know what? Nominate yourself. It's okay. Don't be, if you
Appreciate it,
feel,
baby.
if you
Put
feel
it out
you
there.
deserve something, which we all deserve something, right? So if you
Yeah.
feel it, send it to us.
You just never know.
Yes. So the website will be up. There'll be a link on our website, a page that'll detail the awards, detail the categories, all the criterias, all of that is going to be up and ready to go. So once the nominations come, we will then have our BTT panel. There'll be a panel of people that will select the winners from those nominations, and we will have an award show ceremony. And once we do the award show ceremony, this is where our 2024
New Orleans
BTT celebration is going to come up. I haven't named it yet, though. We have to name our BTT bag. I don't know what it's going to be called, but it's going to be BTT something, and it's going to be
BTT throw anything.
Yes,
it's going to be big.
Exactly. So we're going to do that in New Orleans, and this is where you guys get to meet Talia and her sexy new weight loss thing that she's going to be doing. She's
BTT
getting ready
coming out
for
looking
it.
good, baby.
So,
and I'm, I am accepting dates. I'm not going to be in the dating game, but I am on the market. Okay.
Okay. So there we go. So you will be able to meet Miss Talia, and so yeah, just look for that. That's New Orleans. If you're not planning to go, and we are hoping, because we will have an event there, and it won't be an award show, because the award show is probably going to take place virtually beforehand, but we will have a special time and place to recognize any of the award winners that are in the house in New Orleans in 2025. So be on the lookout for that, y'all. That's just, some stuff that's in the works. But what else, y'all?
I think that was about it. I mean, for
social media, though, I was going to talk, because we talked to Joe. Well, not really Joe, just me. I was so mad about our Facebook group for a while, y'all, and
I was disappointed as well.
You were.
The interaction. I didn't express as much, but we did on that episode though, y'all. Y'all heard us.
Yeah, we did, and
so we're gonna do something about it though.
Yeah, I don't want to give up. I don't want to give up on our social media. And that's, we have our team now. We have our coordinator. We have this, I don't know if I told you, Talia, but coordinator does everything. So some of everything.
I got you.
Yeah. So
it's not anything new.
Yeah,
I'm used to it.
Yes.
So this Facebook group page will be revamped,
so
and we're dropping some more questions on there.
Yeah, we're going to do some questions and a little bit more participation, and I think if we get participation, but we need to support one another, y'all, and there might be people that are posting that might just need a little advice, encouragement, support, anything, let's not let their posts just go unnoticed. If you're in the group, drop a line. Somebody might just need to hear that there's others out there like them. Like, let's share,
Entertainers, put up your clips, movie clips, a rap scene. Share what you do.
Share your success.
Musicians,
poetry.
all of it.
Share your success. Share your accomplishments. I don't care. You guys remember one of my biggest accomplishments was going to Walmart by myself, right? I mean, hell, if you feel,
and I know someone else that shares that type of accomplishment with you. So
put it in the group. Share. People, that's what we're trying to do, is make people in our community know that they are not alone. Okay. Yes, so let's work on that. So that's another thing we're going to be working on.
Together in 2025, y'all. Let's do this.
Yes. So, and I think that's all I have.
That's all I got for them.
I mean, but I'm not even going to say that's it, because we think of there's
until next episode, but
for
now, y'all, man, I think this is a beautiful start off, especially for getting started in 2025. Y'all get to see our team, these wonderful ladies that I have the chance to get to work with, and just you're wondering why I look so good. This is it right here, y'all. So many blessings, man.
Yes, and thank you all for listening to our first episode, our first show of 2025. And we will have so much more to come. And thank you for our BTT team, you guys. Thank you so much.
Y'all got so many wonderful guests coming this year. It's going to be awesome.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah. Oh, and don't forget to send in those. If you know somebody you want that you bring to the table, you think might be a great guest, send it in to us. We're looking for. We want everybody at our table. So.
All right. Happy New Year's, everybody.
Happy New Year's.
Blind table talk, yeah.
Man, oh man. It looked like when it came to that time, huh?
Yes, it is time to say goodbye. Just for this week, though. We're not
Oh
going to
yeah,
be gone
only
too
for this week.
long. Just too
Y'all know what it
long.
is. But
So
before we get up out of here though, you know what I'm saying, we gotta still drop some things on the table for
there
y'all a little bit.
is. So the main thing that I wanted to do, there's a couple announcements I do have, but I also want to take this time to recognize, this whole episode was about our BTT team, right? But there
Yes,
is
indeed.
even more behind the scenes people on our BTT team that we did
Man,
not acknowledge. And I just want to take a moment to do
we
that.
gotta give our big salute out. Big
Yes.
salute.
So the first one is to our podcast editor,
Yes,
Steven
indeed. Big.
Casares. He is an awesome editor. He has been
He
with
makes it
us.
sound so beautiful, y'all.
He
Y'all
does.
know
And he's been with us since the beginning. I mean,
Yep.
he's actually been our only editor, honestly.
Right.
So
He
been
was the
there.
first.
He is the first and
He
only.
is the
So
first.
he, he has helped us grow. He's just been there for us, and just shout out to
Really
him.
appreciate
So
him.
that's our
Real talk.
behind the scenes.
Big salute, Steven.
And then our other behind the scenes, and this happens to be one of my best friends, Amelia Brinkley, and she is our behind the scenes Facebook group administrator.
She handles that group, man. She be holding it down for us.
She does. She's one of those. She's like, I don't want to be, recognized, acknowledged, or official or anything, but I'm going to hold you down, and she does. So I just want to acknowledge her as part of our team, even though it's not an official part, because she doesn't want it to be official, even though
But we
it
still
is
love you,
official.
boo.
Yes,
For sure.
exactly.
For sure. Yes, indeed.
And then another thing I just want to acknowledge, and I know, promise y'all, I'm not going to keep y'all too much longer, but so 2024, although, it was a good year for some, it was a good year for me, but I want to take a moment to and send, condolences and to those that have lost loved ones in 2024. There's been quite a few. We have a few friends that have, passed personally. I've lost 2 cousins within, the last 4 or 5 months. So there is been some, some losses that we've had, and I just
Yes,
want to,
indeed. And for
prayers.
our losses and our friends, we're just gonna take this little moment for a second, just for respect. Beautiful, beautiful, man.
Yes.
Remember love for our people,
So thank you guys all for that. I just, I just didn't want it to go by, because we acknowledge and recognize all the good things that happen, and bad as well. But there's some things, and death, unfortunately, is part of life, and we still just want to take that. So, but that is the last of all my stuff, because we have already told you guys about all the good stuff.
Let's get rolling with this 2025, y'all. Y'all
make
know
sure the roundtable, though. I just want to make sure that people know about the roundtable again. I know we said it, but come on and join us at the table anytime, and everyone is welcome.
Yes, indeed. Y'all know where to find us. Be blessed, y'all.
Roundtable talking.